Good morning. 6 a.m. just after. Nice night. Really, really peaceful. Not an ounce of wind or breeze, just completely and utterly still. So tranquil. There's no condensation or anything like that. Tent seems to be pretty dry. It was cold. Again, where I am at Mount Laguna is actually the highest elevation I've been so far, I believe. But, like I say, I was quite cold to start with. I was editing videos and doing a few other bits until about 10:30 last night in the tent. Slowly getting caught up with that. I did try uploading one from the tent to YouTube. It's not going to happen. With them being 4K videos, the file sizes are just way too big to do over anything apart from Wi-Fi in civilization. So I'm only going to be able to upload videos when I'm at a hotel. Anyway, that's just by the by. Let's have a look out the window. That's the good thing about this tent. You just pop your window open and have a peek outside, see what's happening. Not a great deal at the moment. Just the birds have got quite active. So I'm only about a mile and a half, I believe, from Mount Laguna village, I guess you could call it. It's actually a slight detour off trail from what I remember, but most people go through anyway. There's a post office there, hotel, shop, couple of shops, I believe. And someone told me there's a French restaurant there as well, which, don't know, might be good. She recommended the crepes. Could probably go some crepes right about now. Anyway, if it's 6 o'clock and I'm awake, probably start getting my stuff sorted out. Little bit worried about the temperature. Last night when I tried to get to sleep, I was pretty cold for a good amount of time to start with. My feet in particular, I always have problems with my feet, and my feet were pretty chilly. But I woke up once during the night, I think, that I remember, and everything was alright then. I was nice and warm. Good news. Right, I'm going. Flapjack and coffee in the forest. Not bad. Good morning. Just walking into Mount Laguna now. Just past a little French restaurant, which actually looked really nice, but another half hour till it opens. And last night I booked myself a room in Julian for Wednesday night. So that's basically, I've got today and tomorrow to get there, and it's just under 40 miles away. So time is kind of the essence to get there, but I should be able to make it. I don't think there's too much that's very difficult in between. Anyway, I'm just headed up to the store in Mount Laguna, get myself a drink, something to eat maybe, and then push on. Just hiked out of the camp area last night with a couple of English girls. One is Ruth.hikes on Instagram. I can't remember the other girl's name, I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with names. And then the German guy called Power. His English is great, actually, really good English. And then an American guy called Trevor, he seems to be pretty fast as well. And a couple of others. There's a little sort of bubble of people around this area at the moment. Anyway, approaching the shop. So Mount Laguna itself isn't all that big. Got the outpost there, which is cabins and a restaurant, a bar. And then just up here on the left hand side, got a general store, some lodges behind it. Probably some hiker trash hanging around somewhere. It's unusual to see the store without a load of backpacks outside. I don't even think they're open just yet. So my plans may be scuppered already. So I was just sat here waiting for the store to open, which I believe it is now. And this pickup comes down the road, pulls in, guy gets out, walks over to the porch and puts this package down on the porch that his wife's baked. Cookies and cupcakes for the PCTers. That is what this trail seems to have in spades. Just really kind people doing nice things. Kind of restores your faith in humanity a little bit. I got my coffee and a banana nut muffin. So this is one of the kinds of hiking that I really enjoy. Nice semi-shaded forested area, and these pine forests here in the States are just beautiful. They're so peaceful. Last night, the campsite I had, that was genuinely the best night's sleep I've had in, I'm going to say weeks, but I should probably be saying months. I think I woke up once, not for very long at all. It was just blissful, absolutely. And to pack up this morning, not an ounce of wind, no wet, no rain, just a real leisurely affair. I just want to digress very quickly, or maybe not too quickly, but if anybody has watched my PCT announcement video, you probably know why I'm out here and why I'm trying this again. You also know I did mention about my sobriety in that video. So yesterday marked 6 months sober for me, which I'm pretty happy about. I'm pretty impressed. I never thought I'd be able to do that, and to get to a landmark like that, really, really happy. If you haven't watched the video, the PCT announcement video, it's only like 10 or 15 minutes. Go and have a quick watch. It'll give you a good idea of the background, my background, what I've done before this, and as I say, why I'm out here hiking this again. It's been a nice gentle climb so far this morning, but I am back out into the open, and as you can see in the sky, there's not a great deal of cloud cover, so it is beating down ferociously at the moment. Just got to look at where I've come from, and you can see there is a fire there, but no need to be alarmed. It's a controlled burn. There were signs up at the lodge about it, saying not to report it because it was a controlled burn, and it's basically just how the authorities try and manage the threat of wildfires in this area.
I guess it's kind of like avalanche management, setting an avalanche off to prevent one coming down when you don't know it's going to be coming down. But another sobering thought, just looking at a smallish fire like that and wondering what lays in wait for me further up the trail if I make it that far. You never know. So there's the burn in the distance. Beautiful view again. And I've just come round this corner and been greeted with, well, a pretty nice view of some mountains in the distance there. More importantly though, a really, really nice cool breeze. Literally, as soon as I walked around the corner, it just hit me. So refreshing. So I think it looks like there could be a bit of a viewpoint on the edge here. I don't care how far I've come, that's probably going to be a little rest stop for me, I think. Just wait until you get a load of this. If you're wondering why they call this the desert section, I'm going to show you right now. This is just... It's kind of like the Grand Canyon, it's just too big to comprehend, and it's going to look nowhere near as impressive on video as it does in person, but believe me, this is just epic, absolutely epic. To come from where I've been hiking today through these sort of the little pine forest and the alpine section on the sandy trails, and then come out to a viewpoint where you see this, it's breathtaking. And the breeze is absolutely beautiful. Talk about feeling lucky. So this isn't officially on the PCT, it's about a 0.1 mile detour to it. I think it's called Foster Point. But on a day like this, it's a pretty cool view. Maybe not quite as good as the last one I was at actually, but this is the designated viewpoint for the area. Such an amazing landscape. I've done a little over 5 miles so far this morning, and I have got about 1 mile to a little rest area near a road, which I believe is my next water stop, I'm hoping anyway. I think that's where I'll probably have to sit down for a while. I didn't do it at the last viewpoint. I think it looks like it's probably going to be over there somewhere. Thoroughly enjoying this morning so far. Very nice hiking. Weather's been alright. Only tripped over once, and that was then. I found some shade and I'm rather pleased. It's really nice. I'm sat underneath like a viewing platform. It's really nice. I feel like a tramp or a homeless person, but I guess I basically am. I've just put my bag down and found the orange that Blackbird gave me yesterday, so that, once again, the trail provides. That's going to get eaten right now. Nice view as well, still looking at this big view of the open desert down there. There was supposed to be a stream here, but it's dry, so I've still got 2 litres of water left, and there's whatever you want to call it, a faucet, a spigot, a tap, I believe, in about 1.1 miles. The last comments on the app says that it's working. If I refer to the app at any point, it's an app called Far Out. It used to be called Guthook. Anyone that knows about the PCT will know about it. It basically shows you your entire route. You can put your phone in airplane mode. It'll show you the map. It'll show you the camping points. It'll show you the facilities in the towns, where your water sources are. It's got everything on there that you should need for your hike. And it's basically the go-to thing for anyone wanting to hike the PCT. So it's orange time. Well, this is lunch spot today. Quite nice to find a picnic table. Appreciate things like that. Some massive pine cones on there. Just been talking to a guy called Nick from Oregon. I'm running into different groups of hikers all the time. I'm still hiking on my own. Occasionally I'll hike with someone for like 10-15 minutes, but they tend to stop a little bit more than I do. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's quite nice. It's a nice mix at the moment. I'm meeting a lot of different people. But lunch today is served by Chef Paul. We have a mission tortilla wrap with the lemon and pepper tuna and the lime tortillas seasoned with the sweet and spicy Tabasco sauce. That's enough of that. So I'll probably have 2 of these. It's the first day where I am genuinely hungry. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. And I've just noticed it in the bag here. This is something I bought in San Diego that I've not seen before. But it's just a little coffee flavouring. It's got 24 servings in there. It's hazelnut. I had some this morning in my coffee, and I am going to be looking for that everywhere now. It's absolutely beautiful. Really enjoyed that. So yeah, I'm going to eat my food, put my feet up for a little bit, and then get back on the road again. So I got a message off Amelia this morning again. It's quite nice to keep in touch with someone who's further up the trail. She's kind of acting like my scout party, telling me what's happening up the trail and telling me the cafes and restaurants that I should go to and the ones I should avoid. It's quite cool. But I don't know if you recall, I said she was going by the trail name Two Shoes, because she was wearing 2 different colour shoes, 2 different sizes. She's since found out that there's somebody else on trail called Two Shoes, and I think it's confusing things a little bit. So I jokingly said, when she sent a picture the other day of 3 different pairs of shoes that she had, and then said there was a 4th pair waiting for her, not so far up the trail, I jokingly said her trail name should be Centipede, and I think that one stuck. I spoke to her this morning, and I think she's kind of accepted Centipede. So anyway, she seems to be doing very well. A bit better than I am. It's really exposed again here. Not much cloud cover at all, and yeah, the sun is beating down. It is supposed to cool down over the next couple of days, so really looking forward to that. Something I've had today, which I've not had any other days, has been a nice breeze. It does keep kicking up every now and then. Really, really appreciating that. Anyway, we've got another water stop in about 4 miles. The Pioneer Mail picnic stop. I think there's like pit toilets and picnic tables and stuff like that, so that'll no doubt be another mini break there. It's nice to be able to not have to worry about water so much. If you've only got a 4-mile section between water stops, that really does make a big difference. All right, so we're currently just under a mile away from the next water source. The person in front of me is Road Rash. Hello, Road Rash. It's a German guy I've just bumped into. So we're heading to the next water source. He's got a couple of friends he's been hiking with behind us, and been having a nice chat. And this last 4 miles has just flown by. So makes a nice change to hiking on your own. Definitely. Are you enjoying it, Road Rash?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. What about you?
Yeah, it's actually probably the best day on trail so far.
Nice.
So this is the Pioneer Male picnic area. Pit toilet there right in front of us. It's a nice chill little area actually. Nice bit of shade around. Picnic tables, fire pits, barbecue grills. People just, mostly hikers, just sat chilling out. There's Road Rash over there on the table, having his lunch. And then the trail heads off just this direction up here. There's a water tank up there, which I've just been to. A couple of longish water carries, not long in the grand scheme of things, but sort of 7 or 8 miles, I think, coming up. So in this heat, it does make a big difference. Nice little break at that rest stop back there. Road Rash and his friends were staying there. Lauren was one of the girls. Can't remember. I'm so bad with names, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, because I booked a hotel room in Julian for tomorrow night, I kind of have to get there. I think lesson learnt on that one as well. Maybe don't do that in the future. But I need to get about, if I can, another 10 miles done today. I think it's about 2:30 p.m. now. If I get another 10 done today, it's going to leave me about 17-ish to get to Scissors Crossing tomorrow. And from Scissors Crossing, that's where you hitchhike into Julian. So it's not the end of the world, just means I've got to hustle a little bit. And this section of trail is really cool as well. Now that I'm seeing it again, I do remember it from last time. Let me just spin you around. So you're looking down into the desert scenery again there, and then you've got this really cool trail winding its way up the side of this hill. Something that surprised me about this desert area as well, just some of the colours. And as if on cue, a really colourful bush appears. And these ones, I don't know what they are, but these ones smell really, really nice as well. Yeah, you can get a good whiff of them when you're walking past them. It's certainly not as dead as everyone thinks in the desert, or not as barren. But I mean, I'm sorry, I just wouldn't get sick of looking at that. That is just spectacular. Absolutely love it. still really nice hiking, although a couple of random things have just happened. I just rounded a corner about a half mile ago and walked straight into a bunch of, I would guess about 20, I think they were French hikers, looked like day hikers, but they didn't really look all that prepared for the heat, although I guess maybe French are maybe a little bit more used to the heat than I am. So there was that, and then also just wandering along and I found a 1 litre smart water bottle that's full just at the side of the trail. Now I wasn't sure whether to pick it up or not. I thought maybe somebody's cached it for later or something, but I think that's pretty unlikely. I think what's probably happened is it's dropped out of somebody's side pocket of the backpack. They're probably going to need it in this section, so I'm going to carry it with me, see if I can find who it belongs to. I've passed one girl already, it wasn't hers, so keep going and see if we can find the owner. I'm going to say good evening, because it's that time of the day where it's kind of in between afternoon and evening. I think it's maybe 5:30, something like that. I've got about a mile to go to my next water source. I don't even need it, to be honest. I've not been drinking enough. Bad Paul, very bad Paul. I still feel okay though. In fact, I feel really, really good. Probably the best I've felt on trail so far. So the saga of the missing water bottle, the 1 litre that I picked up, I met some people back there that told me it was a guy that was now in Julian. So I almost tipped it out. I thought, no, I'll just carry on with it, just in case. Anyway, I've just passed a guy setting his tent up. He had his back to me. I was like, hey man, how's it going? He turned round and it was it was Blackbird from the other day, the guy that gave me the orange and the bottle of Coke. And I was chatting to him again for a few minutes. Such a nice guy. And I said to him, I just picked somebody's water bottle up and I've been carrying that for the last sort of 4 or 5 miles. And he was like, it's mine! No way! So he'd fallen over and he's got like a graze on his face, so it must have been a pretty nasty fall. But yeah, he'd fallen over and lost his water bottle out. So he was having to like ration himself with, well, I don't know how much he had, but there wasn't a great deal by the looks of it. So I was able to reunite him with his 1 litre bottle, which I'm really chuffed about, because it couldn't have worked out nicer for a nicer guy. So yeah, that's good news. And he, typical nice guy as well, offered me his wife to give me a lift into Julian tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just had genuinely had the best day on trail. I hope nothing ruins it now, because it's just been superb today. It really has. And that was a real nice end to it. Just need to find myself a nice camp spot now. Well, it's getting on a little bit this evening in time. Time becomes something that you don't really pay a great deal of attention to doing something like this, or at least I don't. There's still some light, so I can still do stuff. That's pretty much all I'm bothered about. Although saying that, my legs are about spent for the day, so I have come down off the top of this mountain up here, or hill. Steepest trail yet, actually, of the hike. And this is where I'll be sleeping tonight, somewhere down here. Nice little dry riverbed. There's plenty of spots to choose from down here. There's loads of places. I've only seen one tent on the way down as well. Someone pitched around the corner with a blue Z-Packs tent of some description. But anyway, I am going to get the dipole put up and probably crawl into it. I'm very roughly 14 miles from Scissors Crossing, which is where you hitch into Julian. So I've got done exactly what I wanted to get done today, leave myself not a huge amount to do tomorrow to get to town. So really pleased with that. even though I probably don't sound it. Good evening, folks. 7 p.m-ish, something like that. Nice little view out of the tent there, if you can see. I'm taking the camera the wrong way, sorry. Not bad. Not a bad little spot. Check the map. 23 miles bob on today, according to Far Out. So that's pretty good going. Kind of reflected the easy terrain. I think if I'd got an earlier start, I could have probably done a few more. But as it is right now, I am pretty beat. My shoulders are aching, so maybe the second day soreness is catching up to me. Also, tomorrow night I will be in Julian in a hotel, unless something goes terribly wrong. I've got 13.5 miles to go to Scissors Crossing, and then I need to stick my thumb out and get a ride into town. That'll be an experience. I've not done that for about 6 years. Anyway, folks, thank you for coming along today. I hope you've enjoyed the views today as much as I have. They have been spectacular today. Really enjoyed it. Superb day. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, shall we? See you later.